Hey guys and gals, A here. Welcome to another episode of EDCQ. So today we are talking the ever popular Altoids TIN. This one's a little noisy, but if you want to know what I'll have in my Urban EDC Altoids TIN, because this is not a survival kit, guys. It's a small tin. You're not surviving off of this. There's no shelter in here, and this would be your container for water. So we're not surviving off of this. Don't be silly or get the wrong idea on what this is. This is just an Urban EDC kit. So if you want to know what is in mine and what I value inside of something this size, come on back, because here we go. All right, guys and gals. So today we are indeed talking Urban EDC TIN, Urban Altoids EDC TIN. Now, this is mine. This is mine that is actually loaded up. You can hear it does indeed have stuff in it, but this one is loaded up and ready to go into a bag, into a pocket, whatever I'm carrying that day. This can be with me, and it'll provide some things that will make life a little more comfortable and fun if I don't have them or run into scenarios where I need them. So that is that. Here is an empty one. This is the one that was actually making noise earlier. And these are just some items that didn't make the cut. I just had like a little P38 can opener, as well as just a little blade here, and then a little glow stick. That one is extremely old, so I've actually snapped it to use. And then I also have this topographic topo one here. This is from CountyCom. I'm sorry, the light's bouncing off of it pretty good, but this is from CountyCom, and it is actually ever so slightly taller than a standard Altoids TIN, which I like, and I might actually switch my contents from here over to this one when we're done. But I did purchase this just because I really do like the way it looks, and I actually purchased an insert that is a little divider. This will come out if I turn it into my Urban EDC TIN, but that's a great way if you wanted to use this as like a pill organizer. You could definitely separate your pills in here, maybe put like a guide up top so you knew what was what. But lots of options with this organizer in here. But for an EDC TIN, this just limits the space you're using, and you can only have things that will fit in that compartment. So for me, if I do transition my tin into here, I will remove this, and it does just kind of, it's just silicone, so you can just pop it out. But I thought that was a pretty cool thing, so I picked it up. Both of those at CountyCom. I'll have a link to that below, but pretty cool little tin right there. And then it's just plain everywhere else. But this is my tin, and this is what we're talking about today. This is just a standard Altoids TIN. This is a newer pack that I got, actually. I do have two Ranger bands on the outside, the first pieces of gear that we have. These are just like the inner tube from bikes, bike tires, but they actually go on and help keep this closed. This doesn't pop open, but if it is full. It is very full. And so I'll put these on so that if it is in my pocket or in a bag jostling around, it won't pop open. As well as now you have two very sturdy rubber bands to use for something. You also have, this could be a fire tender if you needed it to. So lots of capabilities, lots of functionalities inside of these two bands, and they help keep it closed to make sure I have all of my gear when I need it. So they easily made the cut on what I wanted on here. Now I did actually make a list on items I wanted, and I did not check off all the lists, and I will tell you what didn't make the cut. And I definitely want to hear from you guys, what would you put in your Altoids TIN? But let's go ahead and open this up and see all the goodies we have. So we'll start here at the top. The multi-tool I chose because I did want a multi-tool in here. Obviously in Altoids TIN you are limited in what you can have. So I chose the Leatherman style PS. Small pair of pliers there. They do have a little bit of a cutter right in here. And then also with this tool set, you get a few other items here. Looking to make sure there was nothing accessed from the inside. But you get a nail file. So there, go ahead and knock out a file on tools that you get, as well as you do have a small driver. And then on the other side, you get a pair of scissors, which are one of my favorite tools that you can have. So I thought this worked well for what I needed. And then it also has tweezers. Now these are not the best tweezers, but if you're in a pinch and these are what you have, they're certainly better than nothing. So tweezers were on my list and I did not incorporate them elsewhere. I thought many times about actually adding something else in to cover the tweezer set, but I was like, I do actually have a set of tweezers, so I'm gonna rock and roll with that. The Silver Bill tweezers, Uncle Bill's sliver grippers, those are actually a great option and they fit wonderfully in an Altoids tin, but I do have a pair, so I decided not to go ahead and add a second set of tweezers. Then my pen of choice is the, this is the True Utility. So this is as large as it is very small, and it does have a key ring here that you could put a key ring in there if you wanted to, but that is the pen. So it actually expands out into a full-size pen. You are able to write with it very comfortably, and then you just slide the cap back on, push this thing closed, and it snaps together. So an excellent option for a pen. This runs you about 10 bucks and it comes with 3 refills. So I do have those in my office here. So if I run out or run low, I could go ahead and either throw the refill in here. I do have enough room for that, or I could just go ahead and switch it out. But excellent use for a pen. I wanted something that went full size, but I didn't want something so bulky that it took up a lot of space. And this just kind of really fit in right here perfectly. And then the next tool sitting on top here is the Rexford RUT. So this gives me a few options here. This gives me a very nice blade. I'm using a box cutter blade, a utility blade here, so an excellent blade. A very nice way to hold it. It's comfortable to use, easy to use, slides away when you're done. But not only that, it has a very nice slim factor that fits very well into my kit. Comes with a bottle opener, which is not a big deal. It does come with a little driver. I would be more likely to use this as a pry tool, which is a great option I don't otherwise have in this kit. But what I like about it is the driver. It has a driver, and that will come in handy in just a second. But so those 3 tools sit right there on the top, and then you have the rest of stuff. I will empty out this little compartment right here, and then I will show you what's going on with these 2 containers. But so the 2 items that just fell out are 2 little glow sticks. So I have a yellow one, and then it's probably blue or purple for the other color. But I have 2 little glow sticks here. They do add light, they add lighting capabilities. You will be able to see with them. They're also just kind of fun. So if I'm out and about, I have a toddler, a now 3-year-old. So if we're out and about and I need something to help entertain him and I have my kit, guys, this is Urban EDC. I'm looking for stuff that helps make life easier. When my kid's happy, I'm happy. So if I can snap one of these open and hand it to him and let him play with it and have fun and not swallow it, life is fun for everyone. And I actually I have a pack of 100 of these. So I can use these, like if I go through 5 of these a week, I don't really care. It's gonna last me a very long time. Cost very little money, like $7, $8. And 2 of those fit in here easily. I could definitely throw more. Do have a little bit of space in here. So just something fun to have. Makes life easier, but also adds light, so practicality. And then I do actually have a light here. This is a Life Gear little small keychain light, and you twist it and it comes on, and it's 1 brightness mode. It is very white, almost like a blue hue to it, as you can see in the camera, but it works. And if I turn this on, I will easily be able to see the contents of here and find whatever it is I need. So excellent little flashlight, fits in here, fits in the kit. It's going to be a part of it. Light is awesome. And then also sitting over here on this side, I have a single-use super glue with the cap. So if I do happen to have any left over, I can save it. but I have the cap because this is how you'll puncture it open. So I have the ability to open this very easily without losing a lot of glue. I have the ability to apply it with this applicator, and then I also have the ability, if there's any left over, to seal it up so I can use it again. But a very small item, easily fits in here, and super glue, guys. Super glue works wonders. Now, I do have a little driver. This is just a little Wiha Bit Extender. And this is where this comes in. So the driver goes in here, and I can, you know, bring it all the way down to the back of the bit extender. I can extend it out and kind of hold on to it if I need to. And you can also like gain a little bit of torque with this. Now, putting in Leatherman's ratcheting bit extender would also work wonderfully. I just don't use this kit enough to warrant the ratcheting bit extender, and also it's part of my EDC, so it will be somewhere else. It'll be in a bag I'm carrying or something. This is more of a backup, and I picked Wiha because if I'm going to this kit, I don't want my, you know, like crazy high-end expensive stuff. I don't want my best of my best like my Leatherman bit extender that's ratcheting. But if I'm going to this kit, I also don't want the cheap stuff that I'm gonna wonder, is it gonna work? So I picked the Wiha one because I had it. I bought the kit for the bits. I had the bit extender. I was like, perfect, it can go in here. And I know if I'm ever coming to use this, I have two solid pieces right here. They're not gonna fail on me. So that gets us to here. And if you can tell, these are not falling out. Well, they fell out right there because it's kind of over, but I put a little magnet on these. I do have magnets glued on to both of these kits. Helps them stay where they are. It also helps hold down what else is in here. And these are bits and meds. So we'll look at the bit kit real quick since we've been talking about that. So I have 6 bits in here. These are smaller bits than normal. Let me see if I have a bit available really quickly. Got a multi-tool that has some right here. So these bits are smaller in size than normal, so they fit really well. They're about half size. So look at that. They're literally about half size of the shaft. So I can easily get 6 in there without worrying about space or them clinking around or getting them set up just perfectly so that they fit. Those fit wonderfully in here, and I added some magnets in there that you can see spaced around. So these are locked in. They're not going anywhere, and more importantly, if I'm carrying this around in my pocket, they're not going to be making all kinds of noise. So I have 6 bits in here. I have a T6 and T8, be able to work on any knife I have with me. I have 2 flat heads and 2 Phillips heads, and so these slide right into there. You do have less of the bit exposed, but they're smaller bits, you should, but definitely enough to do the job. And when you add this to it, you're really able to do whatever Urban EDC task you need one of these for, which for me most of the time is going to be working on a knife. So I have those right there inside that tin, and then my meds tin here, I have a few little things right here sitting on top, kind of holding everything in. I have an anti-diarrheal pill. Definitely ruin the day faster than just about anything else. I have 1 dose of ibuprofen, 2 doses of Tylenol, and then I do have 1 Benadryl sitting in there. So hopefully, if we need meds while we're out and about, hopefully this will take care of whatever we have going on. And then when we get home, we can refill and lock and load for the next time. And then that brings us to what is left in here. I have 1 sanitizer. This is a Purell single use. So 1 chance to sanitize and clean your hands before you're doing something else. I have 1 $20 bill in here, just in case I need a little bit of cash for whatever, lunch if I'm out and about, a little bit of money in the gas tank, like if my wallet's gone, I do have the ability to put enough gas in to get home or whatever. And I don't want a ton of money in here because I don't want to carry a $100 bill. A lot of people don't break those, especially nowadays that cash is being used less. And to equal $100 in cash was just too bulky in here, that it just wasn't worth it. So the 20's in there for now. I will adjust that as needed. Like, this is for practical use, so if I do actually dip in here to grab that and realize I need more money or different denominations, then I will adjust that as needed. one alcohol wipe, just for whatever. This can be for cleaning wounds, cleaning up your hands. It can also be for wiping down tables or something before you eat. Like if you're out and about and you're gonna eat and the table's really messy and hadn't been cleaned, you do have this alcohol pad so you can clean that up or whatever the case is. And then I have 2 sizes of Band-Aids, one of each, just for whatever you have going on. And then last but not least, I have 1 piece of Right in the Rain paper. This will be able to get wet and not lose the ink, and it pairs perfectly with the little pen I have. And so that takes care of the tin. So let me know what you think. We've got a lot of things covered here. We have light, we have tools, we have bits, we have super glue, we have rubber bands, we have a little multi-tool that can take care of a lot of stuff. We got the meds covered, we got Band-Aids. Yeah, so let me know what you would think. I did want to add a mini Bic lighter, but it was just too large and too bulky, because I always keep this mini Bic with tape on me. I would like one in this kit, but it's just not a reality. It takes up too much space. I could definitely roll up some tape on itself and drop it in here, and I might do that. A few zip ties could definitely come in handy, and those could probably fit their way wrapped around the tin. But other than like tape and zip ties, what do you guys see? What am I missing? What could be awesome and very needed in Urban EDC environment that will fit in an Altoids tin? Now, I don't have a ton of space, but I do have some, so let me know below. And yeah, I'm gonna transition this over into the larger tin. Might alter it a bit, so I'll probably do an updated video here soon. Definitely let me know if you want to see that. But yes, Urban EDC tin. Make one, carry it, could come in handy. Thanks so much, guys. I will never ask you to like or subscribe. You do you, but I would appreciate it if you did both. Definitely comment below, what am I missing? What do you have in your EDC tin? And I will be back soon with some new content. Thanks for watching, and remember, EDC, EDC.